we go ahead and call it to order?
Yep.
We will call the July regular monthly meeting to order. Andy, would you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Looks like we've got a short, fast-moving agenda tonight. Resolutions none, recognition of guests, none to speak. Persons to be heard, do we have anyone else to speak, to address the board? Approve the agenda.
Move we approve.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the agenda. Any questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion opposed? Motion approved. Approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any comments, questions?
I have a quick question. I was reading the Maverick Day and Dragon Day and looking at the cost of yearbooks. And is there any, do we help kids who can't afford a yearbook buy a yearbook in any way?
That, I could not tell you that. As far as I know, no. I can find out, though. and get
Yeah,
back
I
to
mean,
you.
I know it's an extracurricular thing, but it's
Yep.
such a big deal, but it's $80,
Is
85
it
for
that
one,
high?
80
Yeah.
for another, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a lot of money for,
money.
it really does. It kind of creates a have and have not.
There might be a way we could,
I'd say they probably
Oh,
could pay
yeah.
for those over the
Yeah,
course
I
of
don't-
the year, though.
Do what?
Wouldn't they be able to pay for
Yeah,
those
yeah,
over the
they-
course
they
of the
do.
year?
A
Yeah, and
month
so if
at
they
a
really
time.
wanted one, they could give. I just wondered
Yeah.
if we supplemented that in
Yeah.
any way. That's a,
Never.
I know
No,
they're
and that's,
expensive.
and that's really not making any money. That's what it costs to
Oh,
do
I'm
it.
sure,
and
I'm
just-
sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Maverick Day and the Dragon Day, just to let you know, there's no changes on that,
Yeah.
on what they're doing.
That was just a question.
Registration as usual.
Yep.
Any further comments? All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We had no executive approval this month. Comments from the chair.
That's
That's
you.
me.
That's
I'm
you.
looking at you, that's me.
Yeah, that's-
I would say, Don, you're going to, summer law?
no, I'm decided I'm not going. Andy's going, I
Andy's
think.
going.
Andy's
Tristan's
going, we're going, all of us going.
Three of us. That is next week.
And I'm coming up on Friday. I'm not coming
You're
up
not going up on
I'm
Thursday
coming
night?
Friday morning.
Represent us well.
Yes.
Represent, and bring a jacket.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
place
that's
is
cold.
always, right, Andy, that place is always cold.
I'm glad you said that.
I don't think we've got anything else pending, do we? Student board members, we do have 2 new student board members, but of course they won't be back until maybe August.
Right. And I did say that we're gonna take a picture in August, so dress
From the
accordingly. Board picture in August. We've been trying for 2 years. Don's been trying to get with 2 years.
No, hold it.
Four years. When I looked at the one up there and still got Larry Foster's name, and I've started 5 years, we probably need to have one.
Okay, how about the director's report?
Really and truly, just let you know, we have turned the page on this year. We're hitting it hot and heavy. Had a all-day meeting today, making sure, just getting ready for the admin workshop. Most of our schools have hired everybody. I think we've got some really good hires out there. All of our projects, met with Clay. Everything's supposedly on time. We're a little concerned about the football field because we had to get some pipe, but the pipe's been in now for about 3 or 4 days, and they've still not worked on it. So we're hoping that Norwood gym floor needs the coating put on top of it, but it looks great. They did an excellent job on there. And
Norwood Middle or
Norwood Middle. And we'll start on, me and Clay hope by the end of next year, we've got every one of our schools redone, the floors, and some of that's been 30 years, so good thing.
You take them all the way back down.
Yep, we're taking all the way back down, doing them, and the wood down there is beautiful. You can't buy a floor like that anymore. That floor's probably 40 years old, isn't it, Andy?
Either oak or maple one, they're both.
Yeah, it's ash, isn't it? Is it maple? Maple.
Usually they're maple. yeah.
Yep, so, but other than that, again, budget's been approved, raises are in, and we're ready. We're gonna start school with no restrictions. We're gonna have normal school, but we've still got a lot of things in place if we need to. One of the things to just let y'all know is if a student does go to say they come in and they have symptoms, we will ask them to put a mask on till we can get a parent to come and pick them up, take them. We're still gonna have the clean room a healthy room and a sick room, so we don't get them with our diabetics, but, I think we're excited about that. We're looking at trying to maybe do our flu clinic, instead of having it during school, we're looking at maybe having it on a Saturday or something where people can come in. One of the things we're hoping is that we can, they're looking into it, if we can get the parents to get the free shot too, because, we do our insurance, so they could give their insurance. That way the whole family could come and on a Saturday morning and everybody get the flu shot. So that way, if they don't get the flu, they don't let their kids get it. So trying to do something like that. So we're excited about this year. I think it's gonna be a good year.
When's the first football game for Clinton? Do you know?
August the 20-something. But-
That's pushing it, isn't it?
Well, we got a middle school game like 2 weeks before that. Yeah. Yeah.
How long does it usually take them to do the field once
Well,
it starts?
well, they were supposed to have it ready for turf tomorrow, but they ain't no way they got it ready for turf tomorrow because they ain't got the rock put on it, and they've still got to do some digging. So, I don't know. I think it'll take 2 to 3 weeks to put the turf down. So,
What will we do?
you're probably looking for a new director, but they'll run me out of the county.
But you're gonna send us to Anderson County, aren't you?
Yeah, no. We will probably, we've talked about it. What we would probably do, if we can't do our first home game at home, we would ask that school system to say, hey, can we play at yours this year and then next year play at home? Well, the only problem, what it does, it would give us 4 home, instead of 5 home games, it gives us 4 and gives us 6 away games, and that takes into your money a lot.
Takes away the
So
gate.
we hope we don't have to do that. So,
Maybe they'll have if we do that, maybe they'd have the gate with us.
yeah, they ain't
You
gonna
ain't
do
gonna
that.
do that?
Nah, they not gonna do that.
We contracted?
Yes, yes, and we've got it in there that it has to be done, so. I've called him twice today and he's not called me back, so.
Is there a clause in there that you start taking money out if they
No.
don't have it done?
No, cause really it was only 2 people that bid on it, so it kinda puts you in a bad situation, so.
Does TSSAA, they get some of that gate money too, don't they?
Not for
Not
regular
regular
season,
season,
but they get almost all of it for the,
Yeah.
75% of it they get for the, when you have the
And they have
playoff.
the prize.
That's
Yes.
why everybody's in the playoffs these days.
Exactly right, yep. So we're still hoping we've got everything going in the right direction. So,
Right.
Yep.
Committee reports. Let's do the budget committee first.
Budget committee met Monday night, and we appropriated all the budgets for the 2021-22 school year. There are a lot, I'll just run through them real quickly, just for those watching at home and those in the audience. And we're so early, I'd hate for us to, anyway. These are all 142 and 145 federal monies. 1A is Consolidated Administration, budget $200,894.30. 2B is Title 1A, $1,504,434.75. 1C is Title 1A Neglected, $24,476. 1D is Title 2A, $389,079.12. 1E is Perkins Basic, $146,921.52. 1F is Vocational Rehabilitation, $103,992.47. 1G is the Individual with Disabilities Education Act, $1,568,640. 1H is IDEA Preschool, $91,263. 1I is the Employee Child Care, $122,594. 1J is the companion budget, $165,515. And 1K is voluntary pre-K, $643,522.36. So all those were approved by the Budget Committee and forwarded to the full board for approval, and I so move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call vote.
Mr. Bell?
Aye.
Mr. Gillenwaters?
Aye.
Ms. Langenberg?
Aye.
Mr. McCamey? Ms. Portwood?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
Motion carries.
The next item was, we had some preliminary plans for an addition at Norwood, Norris Middle School. And we gave the director permission to go ahead and continue moving forward on that. We're not spending any money yet, but to move forward with those plans. So that was approved by the Budget Committee and forwarded to the full board, and I so move.
Second. Have a motion and a second for the director to pursue the Norris Middle School renovation. Any comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
That is all from Budget.
And I have the policy committee report, and this was one that we moved through in record time to consider the number we had. We had, the policy committee reviewed these policies, believe it or not. And we're going to do these in a group. We have permission to do this as a group. So let me find my list here. The policy committee recommended approval on first reading of 3.205 security, 4.204 summer instruction. That was pulled out. Okay, back up again now. 3.205 security, 6.202 homeschools, 4.101 instructional standards. I think that was pulled out too. No, there's a different one. 5.200 separation practices for tenured teachers, 2.806 bids and quotations, 1.8011 emergency closings, 4.213 family life education, 3.220 access to private facilities. That one was
pulled out.
put on hold.
Yeah, 3.202 was put on hold.
3.211 new project planning. This is a new policy. 5.201 separation practices for non-tenured teachers. 5.117 for teacher tenure. Summer instruction. Interscholastic, okay. Okay, the policy committee recommended approval of these on first and final reading, and I so move. Do I hear a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this list of policies. And the director does approve of these policies, recommends. Any further questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We had two policies that we tabled. We tabled 4.204, summer instruction programs, and 6.402, physical examinations, and
4.301.
4.301, interscholastic athletics.
Yep.
And we have a motion to table those. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any motion to approve it? And a second, any further questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. And that took care of the policy committee. Action items, approval for 100-day contracts.
These are the contracts of people that have been retired. And we have other part-time positions in our school system, but all of those are their regular,
Part-time.
regular part-time positions. So these are the only two.
Move we approve.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the 100-day contracts. Any comments or questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Take-home vehicles.
We got Kelly Myers, Ryan Sutton, which his is really through ACTV, it's not, it's through the county. And then we've got Wade Haney, Jimmy Wells, Johnny Golden, Clay McCamey, and Greg Deal.
Do we have a motion to approve the take-home vehicles?
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve these names to use vehicles after hours. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any further comments? Motion carried. Approval of collaborative conferencing members, and we can vote on the management team listed up there as board management team.
Yeah, we don't vote on the ACEA team.
No, that's for the union to do. So do I hear a motion to approve the management team?
Move we approve the board team.
Second. We have a motion and a second to approve. Any further comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Typical peer school program application, and
This was our blended one where we want to allow some outside people that are outside of our school district that we can have. They can come in and have a peer buddy in our school system. A lot of school systems are doing that. We have to have that blended 50-50, and a lot of times we don't have enough people in our school that have kids that age to do that. So I think this is a real good program.
Ms. Tao explained that to us at our committee meetings, and we have your recommendation.
Yes.
Have a motion, do I hear a motion to approve the blended preschool program?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further comments on this? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Salary schedules. We have
We've got the regular teacher salaries, all of them based on a
5 categories,
Yeah, on a 4% raise from,
and the raise is included in
yes.
this.
We finally got the starting salary at $40,000.
Yay.
What is the top that you can go in the bad, is it, okay, I see it now.
54.
So 30 years or something.
Yeah, yeah.
1974, it was 76, 96.
76.96. When I started in 93, it was 20,800.
Well, mine, when I left in 97, it was 39,000, and it's gone to 52 for the same amount of years
amount of
and
years.
experience.
The one I think that,
Education.
and I know it,
It's
we're
good.
we're still with our, and I need to get this up just a little bit. We've still got some work to do on our classified, but we're trying to get everybody out of semi-skilled into skilled, but we start a lot of people, we're at $12 and $13 an hour to start out with there. And then this one on our educational assistance, the general one that's at $9.85, that is really only our cafeteria monitors. They're really just like a couple hours. So everybody is over $10 an hour starting, and our secretaries are over $10 an hour. And then our children's nutrition, all of those are over $10 an hour now. So, and I mean, we still got a ways to go, but we're slowly but surely getting in the right direction.
I
Back
have
to
a-
that maintenance, just a minute, let me look at something. What is that, the very top at the end with 20, what is that, 28 years?
Yeah, $22.79. Yeah. Now, we also have with our maintenance now, Clay's working on a project, if they have some certification, we have people that have certification, then we can give them a booster in that, give them a more money. So he's working on it.
A full, like say pipe fitter, plumber. or-
Yeah,
or
yeah. Heat and air,
yeah.
electrician, yeah.
Yeah, your heat and air people nowadays are making
A whole lot more than we pay. Yep.
Now, when you get down to it, our ending pay, our best pay is starting pay for a lot of these
Yep.
maintenance
Yep.
people with certified.
Exactly right.
But you're right, it's come a long way.
Yep. Yep.
I remember when it was $3.
I could comment on the classified too. There's a break in there where they don't get any step increase.
Yep. From 15 to 20 years,
Six.
and from 20 to 26, and then 28's what we put in last year.
Last year.
At
but
28.
those two categories, there is no step at all. The only thing they get would be a percentage.
If you get a custodian that's come out of another system and he's, say, a 20-year man.
Yep.
Who makes a decision where you're gonna actually place him?
Me and Clay.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually give all of experience.
What I'm saying, like, if he came in with 20, 25 years, he'd probably start right in that
Yep, yep.
range, okay.
Yep.
Move we approve.
And a lot of ours, we have over the last few years, we don't start hardly anybody at 0 years, because most of them come in with some experience, and so we give, if they don't have a lot, we usually stop at 5, we'll do up to 5, but that really helps us out a lot.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second to approve the salary scales for the
Yep.
21-22 school year.
Yep.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I believe that's it.
That's it.
One other question I've got is, how's it working out on our, we went to the subs, this company running our subs, how's that doing for us?
They did great this year. I think the biggest thing is that we didn't, the principals and you don't have to deal with it. We got somebody in the building, and really and truly probably saved us money, because we didn't have to pay all that extra, to hire extra people.
Yeah.
So, I think it's done good. And here's the best thing about it is, and I didn't have my sheet, 46, I think this last year, 46 people that were subs now work for us. So we take the best ones and we get to hire
We're
them.
taking from them.
We're taking from them, yep, we do. Well, and that's what happened, is we give a permanent sub and then we end up hiring them.
Well, you
Because,
got experienced
Yep.
workers.
and we don't have to do the background check on them, we don't have to worry about if they're a good worker, they've already kinda did a trial work for us. So we're
Better
good.
than 90 days.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, is that we probably will, I don't ever see, as long as I'm there, I don't ever see us going any other place, subbing out custodians or things like that. It just don't work for me.
Me either.
Yep.
I mean, some of them do a good job, not saying that, but listen, 90% of the people that are on the classified live in Anderson County.
Another thing,
They are Anderson County.
too, the majority of cleaning companies or contract companies, if you take the labor, feel the labor, and then the cost of your materials, they're gonna make it on, the only way they can make money is cut the cost of labor down, or cut the time they spend in a building.
Yep.
One of the two, so I'll never vote for it.
Our buildings look fantastic. They are immaculate.
Well, I've been 50 years, and they look the best I've ever seen.
I agree with you, Andy.
That's great.
I agree.
Yep.
And it's not just one or two. Used to, we had some that really sparkled.
Yes.
Like Briceville.
Yep.
Some of those. Now it's all 17 of them.
Yep. Well, and I think the other thing is they take pride in their work. If something's going on, I mean, listen, that school up Briceville, that's Bobby's school. The boy that just out at Fairview, that was his school, they go in on the weekend. Junior up at Andersonville, that's his school, he goes up and cuts the weeds out and when it don't be on the clock, so they do a great job.
We've also helped as far as their pay,
Yes.
and you get what you pay for.
Yep,
I
that's
think people
exactly.
are more willing to work hard
Yep.
if you pay them.
Well, and I think we'll bring a plan back sometime in October, November to try to fix on the gaps too.
The thing is, like she said, when you pay a person well, they live in your community, they spend in your community, they pay tax dollars, and you wanna give them a living wage. You don't want to have to struggle and they're
Exactly
gonna be
right.
looking for something else.
Yep, yep. Well, and I think too is what you all have done too is you treat them all the same. You treat the classified and the certified the same, which they need to be treated the same with what we give in sick days and sick leave banks and with retirement incentives and things like that. Those-
You know, when you go to these meetings, as we do, and people start talking to you about, they're surprised that we're doing something like that.
Yeah.
They can't believe that we're treating them. And I just smile.
Well, the thing about it is, if you're gonna give a 3% to the certified, and the classified's already making less, so the money wise, that's why sometimes you said we'll give them all the same
Yeah,
amount of money,
yeah.
cause they're not gonna get as much money as somebody making a lot more, you
Yep.
know,
I
so
agree.
be equitable with them.
Yep. Well, and I look back and Andy said, is the first time that he knows of, and the first time I've asked that Anderson County Schools has ever give a 4% pay raise, a full 4% pay raise at one time. They gave 3 at one time, but they never give 4%. And the good thing about it is, we're not using borrowed money to do that. It's in the budget. We don't have to cut 22 positions to make that, and there's a lot of school systems out there that they're banking on this ESSER money to make those, to go ahead and give those raises, and what's gonna happen in 3 years when that ESSER money runs out is they're either gonna cut services or they're gonna cut people. And
That's the most, I never got that, never a 4%, ever.
It took Jim Williams 10 years to explain that to me.
yeah. Borrowed
Jim
money.
Woodward, I mean,
Yeah.
Jim Woodward.
Yeah. We don't need to do it on borrowed money. Yeah.
Right.
Thank y'all.
Tim, do you want me to sign these,
Yep, yeah, go ahead.
the certificates, the
Yep.
ADs?